Now for the cattle raid of Cooley. Maeve was the queen of Canache and was very jealous. She had as many jewels and warriors as her husband, King Elil, but he had one possession she envied beyond words. He owned the white bull of Canache. The queen heard that there was a great brown bull in Cooley, belonging to a man called Dare. To own the bull would make Maeve as rich in possessions as her husband, so she commanded her army to capture the brown bull of Cooley. They duly set off for Ulster, and their march was known as the Táin, which meant cattle raid. The warriors of Ulster were feverish and feeble, for suffering from the curse of Macha that brought them weakness when they most needed strength. Only Cooley stood at a place called the Gap of the North, guarding the borders of Ulster against Maeve's army. Cooley, not born an Ulsterman, was the only warrior in the province to be spared the curse of Macha. Maeve's warriors had heard of him and trembled. Known as the Forge Hound, or the Hound of Ulster, young Cooley was said to change into divine form when he engaged in battle. The men from Canache now witnessed the truth of the story. Cooley fought with the power of 20 men, slaying Maeve's warriors to the right and left. Eventually, the cunning Maeve managed to bribe Cooley's great friend Ferdia to fight against him. Cooley was dismayed at the prospect of doing battle with his close friend, but in the call of duty he had no choice. Ferdia was himself a champion, and the duel lasted for 4 days. On the 4th day, Ferdia allowed Cooley the choice of weapons. The young warrior chose to fight with his personal weapon, the gay bolga, a spear with 5 points. Ferdia was slain at last, and heavy-hearted, Cooley praised his friend's courage as he died. As suddenly as it had come, the curse of Macha had lifted the warriors of Ulster. As suddenly as it had come, the curse of Macha was lifted, and the warriors of Ulster joined Cooley to drive back Queen Maeve's army. But the defeated Canashmen had already managed to capture the brown bull, and they drove it before them as they fled from their enemies. At Canache, the brown bull gored the white bull to pieces, and then started on a wild rampage back to its home in Cooley. But when he reached the place now called Drum Tarb, the Ridge of the Bull, his heart burst, and he dropped dead. After all the bloodshed and misery, Queen Maeve had succeeded only in matching her husband's loss. I have included a video that I found on YouTube that expands the story if you're interested in hearing more.